Ina's story begins April 2020. VTuber talent company CoverCorp announced their first ever set of auditions for Hololive EN. This was a major change in the VTubing industry, as up until this point, very few VTubers spoke English, or any other Western language, although there were a few such as Amano Pikami of VOMS and Hololive's own Kiryu Koko. So although there were a lot of Western fans, most could only ever enjoy VTubers through unofficial translators or, in more extreme cases, learning Japanese themselves. So naturally, with the announcement of Hololive EN, fans were excited. And so about 6 months later, in the fall of 2020, Ina debuted to much excitement in the midst of a severe English VTuber deficiency to one of the most popular VTuber agencies right as the beginnings of COVID-19 began to hit. During her debut, Ina quickly became known for her cute persona, punny character, and skill for art. Perhaps Ina's most notable trait is her usage of puns, which has led to the laughter of many and the eye rolls of some. According to an interview with Crunchyroll, Ina believes that the best part about landing a pun is not the laughter that comes out of it, but the sighs and disappointed looks of your friends who disapprove of your love of puns. Excited face. Ina quickly proved that she was quite skilled at art, having drawn some of the splash art for a lot of the Holomyth talents, as well as becoming her own first fan artist. Some of her most popular content are art streams. Now, in a Reddit thread posted about 2 years ago, asking why people like Ina fans responded that she was one of the most relaxing, comfy, and chill streamers of Hololive, but despite that was still highly skilled at both art and gaming. Ina quickly became known as the chill comfort streamer of Holomyth. Unlike her peers, Ina was a lot quieter than the rest. Gura, Kali, Ame, and Kiara were much louder in comparison, so Ina's art streams ended up becoming a nice, comfy place for people to hang out, relax, and unwind. Despite being the quietest member of Holomyth, she's also quite possibly the most skilled gamer as well. Evidently, Ina is a triple legend in Final Fantasy XIV. For the record, The Legend is a title given to Final Fantasy XIV players who are able to beat the hardest content in the game, known as Ultimates. These raids are intended for players who want extremely difficult content, often known to take several months for players to clear, and only one is released per expansion. If Ina is a triple legend, it means that she has beaten 3 of these ultimates, marking her as a top combat player in the game. Now, as for her growth, Ina is one of the most uncontroversial streamers active, as she has basically no public drama. She doesn't cause problems, and no one causes problems with her. However, at the same time, she doesn't grab attention in the same way as her peers. Because of this, she quickly fell into 4th place in Holomyth's subscriber counts. By the end of September 2020, her first month of streamer, Ina's channel had grown to 400,000 subscribers. For the next 3 months, Ina gained approximately 100,000 subscribers a month, growing to a substantial 700,000 by the end of December 2020. Ina's growth may have been helped by her fanbase, the Tentacult, as only a few days prior on May 20th, someone paid to display an Ina advertisement in Times Square as a birthday present, which was a very cool moment for the fanbase. Ina is in a niche that is commonly referred to as a comfy streamer or comfort streamer. This isn't an official term for the niche, but it refers to a streamer that tries to be a bit more calm and chill in order to allow fans to relax, perhaps after a hard day of work or after being very stressed out. However, this kind of style is somewhat easier to replicate with some lo-fi BGM, softer or less talking, and an overall more relaxing vibe. The comfy style tends to grab less attention than more active styles, which are more in the face of potential new audiences. Of course, this does not mean that there are no viral moments. On February 22nd, 2022, Ina had a viral moment involving a voice crack while saying the word tomorrow. However, other viral moments didn't go quite so well for Ina. On June 28th, during an off collab with other Holomyth members, a glitch ended up showing off the back of Ina's 3D model. This was the first time that anyone had ever seen the back of Ina's priestess costume, and the exposure quickly spawned a significant amount of fan art, to the point that Ina's art tag was flooded with art of Ina's back. Although over time the amount of looter fan art did eventually die down, Ina created a new hashtag known as the 4th Wa to separate family-friendly art from the looter art that was being produced. Ina is known to be less comfortable with the more lewd and sexual aspects of streaming that tends to be inserted into the genre, so her persona on stream is kept mostly wholesome. So what exactly is the Wa? Wa originated as one of Ina's verbal tics, often in threes, to avoid the forbidden 4th Wa. Originally, it had no greater significance, until Ina's mother asked what Wa stood for, and so Wa was given a definition. We are happy, we are hype, and we are here. The third wa can be defined a few different ways. So far I've seen here, Hololive, and hilarious. In essence, the meaning of wa can change depending on the circumstances, with the exception of the fourth wa, which stands for we are horny. And this is why the fourth wa is forbidden. It is a representation of the lewder sides of the internet, and most often when Ina says wa, she stops at the third wa. The fourth wa hashtag was created to separate those lewder elements from her official content so that fans could have the ability to share that lewder content without it affecting Ina or her stream. However, streamers often have problems with viral content. Once a meme goes viral, it tends to get repeated until it's annoying. A month ago, Ina began to talk about how some of the Ina's back memes had begun to affect her channel and her mindset. She would want to talk about one thing only to have that topic derailed by someone spamming Ina's back.
Kinda looks like you're drawing your back. You know, I try to not bring this up. It's something that does bother me. I guess it bothers Big Ina is the fact that I would be talking about something and out of nowhere you guys will just, I guess one or two people in the chat will just sidetrack into, you know, try to bring things back to like yabe stuff, and I don't really appreciate that.
This isn't the first time a streamer meme has caused problems for a streamer. Well, over time, a once funny joke can become less and less funny and can derail streams if left unchecked, with another notable example being Takanashi Kiara's bottom left meme, which got spammed even if not appropriate to the point of annoying Kiara. In my eyes, Ina is the odd one out of Holomyth, as she doesn't have that same attention-grabbing personality that the others have, but she is a very consistent streamer. If you tune into an Ina stream, you get exactly the same thing each time. You will find a calm and relaxed personality. She doesn't have quite the same struggles as other creators. She wasn't banned from YouTube like Kiara or undergo extreme pressure like Gura, but her clean reputation enables her to attract fans who wish to avoid the drama and controversy common in the Western VTuber scene.